Really? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was in high school and I seen you and Kev, I'm like, yo, I thought you guys were, like, top dogs in, like, football. I thought you guys were gonna, like, at least go far.
So
That's what I thought. No, cause, like, the way you guys, like, the way you guys play, Yeah. Definitely, and also, like, when it comes to art, too, like, it's not just only the outside layer. It's kind of, like, more like a internal thing. And creative, more internal thing, because, like, once you see different strokes in terms of like art, like if you look at anime or the cartoons, like it looks kind of solid and bold. That means they're kind of confident with their work.
yeah.
For me, like at first I was kind of like insecure with my work at first, and ever since that I just kept practicing, and then progressively got better.
What's good, guys? Your boy Sima, your boy Delux, your boy Ronto, and we got a special guest in the building. Tell the people your name.
My name is Reezy Nuako.
Yes.
Okay.
Clap it up for him. All right. So,
You want to start off, Deluxe?
yeah.
Okay. So, Reezy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, a little about myself. Like I'm from Virginia Finch. I like to do art. I'm a creative. I'm a visual artist, a visionary. I'm seeking to be like a graphic designer, but also kind of like a creative director. And yeah, it's like to innovate myself,
Wow. So, how'd you even get started into art and all that? Like, how old were you when you first, like, damn, I could draw. Oh, I could do this.
I was when I was like 7 years old, because like I used to sketch a lot of cartoons. And then I remember one time, I always tell this to a lot of people, like I remember one time I was watching the show The Boondocks, and there's one episode that when Riley, the kid with the braids, like he was doing artwork, and then that kind of inspired me to do art. And then when I took it seriously, I thought like, yo, this is terrible. And then my older brother Andy's like, yo, when you seen this, like, yo, keep on going it. So ever since that, like I kept drawing, doodling,
Damn.
Yeah.
So, would you say that's where you got your art style from?
The Boondocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, it's a big inspiration for you. Like, you find a lot of like the details that you do with strokes and all that stuff. You get it from.
Yeah, definitely. And also like when it comes to art too, like it's not just only the outside layer. It's kind of like more like a internal thing, and creative, more internal thing. Because like once you see different strokes in terms of like art, like if you look at anime or the cartoons, like it looks kind of solid and bold. That means they're kind of confident with their work.
Yeah.
For me, like at first I was kind of like insecure with my work at first, and ever since that I just kept practicing, and then progressively got better.
Yeah, and it's funny about art, like you said, like as you're writing or you're drawing, how you feel reflects in your artwork. Like, certain like when so when I remember in school, people used to say like you could tell if somebody's confident about their writing, just how nice,
Smooth,
and
yeah.
how it comes on. I find that it's the same thing with drawing.
For sure.
Um, who did you like go to school or get any like type of training to do your art, or is it just like all you?
I mean, I tried going to school after high school. Like, I did art all 4 years of my school and high school, and also middle school as well, too. So 7 years in total. And then after that, post-secondary, I tried to go to George Brown. I liked it, met a lot of people, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, took a little gap year, and then I tried going back to school, so I went to Sheridan College. I wanted to get the animation, but they wanted me to do a prerequisite. So I did a VCA, Visual Arts and Design.
Okay.
Again, I didn't like it either, so
Yeah.
So I realized like the way I learned is off of like my own type of like timing or my own pace. Because like again, like I buy books off of Amazon, I watch YouTube videos, and also I just talk to mentors.
The school's too slow, right?
Like it's too slow, but it's too like kind of
Fast paced?
not fast paced.
Too much information about something versus like the practicality of it.
Yeah, and then one thing about that too is like if you're in school for a creative thing, like after I don't know if it's me or other people, but like afterwards you don't feel that love no more. That spark no more.
They take the passion away.
Yeah,
It's funny because I went to school for architecture, but I did like this one course where we do like graphic design, 2D design. And it's like I found myself kind of leaning towards that because you're in school, they're basically telling you like all the fundamentals, but it's like there's no creative aspect to it. You're following a guideline that you kind of don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you feel like, in my opinion, art is about like free spirit and just doing how you like drawing whatever you feel, right? So it's like having somebody tell you what to draw is like, and then saying like yo grading it and making it seem like yo it's not up to par. It's kind of fucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Man, they'll take a shot to your ego sometimes, you know.
But sometimes, low key, you kind of need that. Sometimes it makes you get better. You know, sometimes criticism is also good. So.
For sure. That's why I seek mentors. Like I seek people that are better than me, and then I ask for their opinion about my work. It's like, yo, like what are the things that I need to improve on it, and they'll give me an honest answer other than just going to school and then you're just putting in enough work, and then next you know you're getting the lowest grade. You know, so.
So do you feel like that affects your like self-confidence as an artist when you're like in school and you're not like getting the quote unquote like marks that you deserve kind of thing, and it's like does that kind of like add to like a creative block by any chance?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I was when I was in school, like I saw a lot of people they're doing their work, and then it was just phenomenal, you know. And then when I tried to do the same task, it's like I get a different mark, you know, and that kind of made me kind of like, shit, like what am I really doing wrong, you know? So that kind of made me like lower my self-esteem in terms of my work. Yeah. So, you know.
And then I feel like if you follow an instructor like that and something so creative like drawing or graphic design, you kind of start losing your twist on things and start using theirs.
Yeah.
And that kind of takes away from your art, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I agree with that. Like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up because it's like you're learning from them, but also like you're losing kind of that art.
Yeah, you're
Your own
losing.
style.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're adopting something that somebody's saying is the right way of doing it.
And plus, like they want you to be kind of a perfectionist, which like yo, we're not
perfect.
We're not perfect, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that school kind of like not taught me, but kind of like enforces us to do, to be perfectionists, you know. Like I feel like you can go on your own pace. You can really go off your own like style, you know. Like again, everyone has their own style because like art has no beauty. End of the day, you know. So
it's subjective.
Yeah. So what do you use to create your art? Like, are you sketching? Are you doing on a computer? Like, what's your wait? Hold on. I know
my medium.
The medium. There you go. What's your medium? Yeah.
Honestly, I enjoy Illustrator. I like the sketch. Like
Okay.
that is like where that's where I'm at, because like the details and also like the shading, like all. Like I wish I could bring my sketchbook with me, you know. But like I just love like the feel of a pencil, just making, you know, my type of work.
Yeah.
And then I again like I kind of transition to digital.
Okay.
And then a bit of painting as well too. Like I'm not gonna lie, at first I hated painting.
I can't fuck with the painting.
I-
That shit is something else, yo.
Like it's like a science to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
You have to
so-
your patience level has to be
Yeah.
up there to do the painting.
Yo, trust, you know,
can't.
that's what it is. And then, so right now, currently, I'm working on digital painting as well too, because digital painting has I feel to like digital artwork. And then yeah, actually like it. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's tough.
How do you feel about, because you talk about digital art, right? Like with everything that's been kind of going on, I know that we've seen like, what was those those JPEGs that people were selling at one point? What were they called? Like the digital art? What were they called? I forgot that.
I don't know what name it is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like digital art, right? It was like in a form like some type of like crypto.
NFT?
Oh, NFTs.
NFTs.
Yeah, so,
NFTs.
like, I know that was kind of like a pump and dump kind of scheme kind of thing. Like people bought it for $1 and then they sold it for 10. Like
Tory Lanez did that. He made
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of it.
He made a lot of money.
He made off
Yeah.
of that, yeah.
So a lot of people are just getting on the wave and stuff like that. Like, what's your take on like digital art? Do you feel like that's going to be the future? Do you feel like that's not really you, but you'll like kind of like do it as it comes along with like certain like commissions and stuff like that? Like, what's your take on digital art?
I mean, again, like digital art is fine. It's just cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool because like there's different softwares with different like components I can use. But in terms of like long term, like yeah, it's gonna be the future. Not only that, there's different functions out there like animation. Like I've been wanting to tap into animation because you can use your digital artwork and then transition to animation, 2D or 3D. So again, you can make so many cool shit. You know, it's like the options are out there, endless. You know.
So like, in the future, do you see yourself making like your own anime or anything like that, or like a comic or like some type of, or even just like a regular animated movie type shit? Like, do
Yeah,
you see yourself doing
for
something
sure,
like
for sure. Like, like my plan is to really tell my story. Like, people ask me like, what's my story behind my art, and then I want to really curate that into my background, to my like where I come from, right, from Jenna Finch, right, connections. I want to really like tell a story from the people that I knew that passed away, and then people that are incarcerated now, and tell the like the real deal story. Not other than like the people see in the surface, but also like the internal things that we went through.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Do you think AI is like AI art is valid?
No,
No.
no, definitely not.
So how do you feel about it? Like just the whole concept of AI art, like
AI,
yeah.
AI art, like honestly, like don't get me wrong, like it looks good. I'm not gonna cap, but it's like other than that's lazy. I look at it as like lazy artwork. That's like again, like you can just put some words into it. You can make a chess book, a chess for fucking
Box, board.
different shit like that. Like all you need is like a few words and then just a 1-2 thing, and then boom, you generate it. Which is like that's lazy work. Again, a real artist, not only just a visual artist, but also like a all around artist. They put no time and work for their craft. No matter what.
Facts.
So what's your definition of a real artist?
A real artist,
Yeah.
someone that sticks to their craft, like sticks to their passion, their creativity, their talent. All times.
So like in terms of artists, besides mentors that you have around you, who would you say your biggest inspiration in terms of artists? Not like the media, not like Boondocks or whatever, but like just like an artist. Like how people have Van Gogh, Picasso, like Picasso is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I'm like, wait, am I saying the right person?
Picasso.
No. Yeah. So like, who would you say your like inspiration is in terms of that?
I'll say Basquiat, because one thing about
Yeah.
Basquiat, like he was kind of he was different. Like he kind of paved the way for artists to really just be free. That's one of them. And then I'll say Bansky. Like his graffiti, like it's just simple, but like it tells a story.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I always like that graffiti art. That
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
that
yeah.
That's
craziness.
like my favorite type of art. Like
Yeah.
graffiti is just so lit to me because it's like they're so like you can literally write a simple letter and put it in your own way,
Man.
and then like it's still like so depending on how you do it, it's still legible, right? But it's so creative and interesting, right? That's always been my favorite way of drawing and stuff.
Yeah.
sure.
I know. I always wish they like let them just do the. If not every train, just let them do one train where they just graffiti it out and make it look crazy,
Sure, for sure.
Man,
That's what
like,
it is.
just let them do it.
You ever go to New York and see all the crazy?
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
to this day, I never went to New York. I want to go to New York and see
never
all
been to
that.
New York?
Nah,
Whoa.
I gotta
That's
go.
nice out there.
I gotta
man.
go over there.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's
Yo, I was
Good
gonna
food, good
ask,
food.
yo, is there like an art piece that kind of like changed your perspective while like creating it, whether it's your own or like supporting someone else's?
I'll say a mix of both. Like again, I wish I brought it with me. But like as one piece of my Instagram, definitely. So when I was making this piece, right? So there's one piece that really shows the neighborhood, and then it has two handcuffs of money in it, right? So it talks about like let's say like the fast life, but also talks about like the life that goes into that fast life, and you see the people in the neighborhood, right? So again, like if people go on my Instagram, they'll see it's still on there, but that really talks about like just really see the life that goes in, and then making that piece too. Like I kind of like again like I was just surfing the net, whatever, and I seen something like I seen like a bit of reference, and then I just pieced it together, and then I got photos from Google, and then I just made my own twist, So
my question is, how was the reception after doing a piece like that?
reception.
Like, amongst the community, like peers, people around you, like how did they perceive it after you were done?
When I was finished that and I posted on my social media, people from the neighborhood, they were astonished. They're like, holy shit, this is tough, this is different, because it speaks about what goes on to the neighborhood other than just, Jennifer Finch or connections. It really speaks to Hoxton from the soul, right?
Yeah.
So
Facts, because it definitely tells a story, and like even like walking around the community and seeing your artwork, I'm like, yo, this is the same you that I went to school with. He's doing big things and stuff. And nah, like real shit. It's nice to see it. And like that's why I asked the question about how do you feel about the reception, because like me being from my perspective, I'm looking at him like, yo, this guy's doing a lot of great things. Like, you know what I mean, telling his story in such a beautiful way without being a statistic, right? So big up to you, fam.
Yeah, appreciate it, broski.
Man. Yeah. So I see you got some merch there. What's going on? What's going on?
Come on, the
Show
canvas.
people.
Hold on, let me show you.
Okay.
Show the people them. Shout out.
That's what it is. Where's the camera?
The camera
Right
there.
here. There's the camera right there. So you know this is what it is.
This one too. Yeah, next one.
That one too. Yeah, look at that. You know, like it speaks a story.
That's
of all you.
hard.
And that's the back of the shirt.
That's the back of the shirt.
That's the
Yeah.
back
So
of the
look at
shirt.
front of the shirt.
Back
you know?
of the shirt.
See it?
Yo, what did you say earlier? Show me.
So you
Shout
feel me?
out.
That's what it is. You know, so
Product of my environment.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's
Nah,
dope,
that's
you know,
tall.
so, like, it speaks volume and stuff.
So it
Nah, for
reminds me
sure.
a lot of like Virgil and like his like Off-White. Would you say like that you got some of the creativity aspect of it,
Yeah.
inspiration from that?
Yeah, definitely Virgil. Like
R.P. Virgil.
RP Virgil. He's a really amazing creator for real. Cause like his story, he went to school for architect, and then after that, he's kind of leaned into like creative design and then fashion, and then he put his work into like fashion, and now like look at him, like, you know, like man made a catalog of like the work, you know, so
Yeah, legendary.
legendary. So
Like the work that he and Connie did, like side by side, was insane. Like, if you know the back end story behind Virgil, like you say, he went to architecture and like he just knew that wasn't really for him, and he went all in with the whole like art, fashion designing stuff and graphic designing stuff, right? So yeah, no, he's definitely the goal.
yeah, for sure, you know. So like yeah, Virgil, like, he's one of my inspirations in terms of like making like clothing and making fashion, you know, for sure.
So, what trajectory are you trying to take the clothing? Like, where do you see the clothing? Like, we'll see in the next 5 years or whatever. Or is that too far like ahead to ask?
5 years, huh? I mean, look, we're in 2025, 2020 was 5 years ago, you know. So like again, like I would say definitely having the stores,
Okay.
have like influencers wearing it, celebrities, people from the area wearing it as well too. But also like kind of it's not just wearing it just for style, but or joining that community,
Okay.
you know. So that's what it is.
Where could the people find that?
On my website, the Canvas CO, or no, my website is thecanvasclothing.ca. That's the website, and then like IG, the Canvas CO. So DA Canvas CO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I
Sure,
like that. I like
yeah,
that.
I
like
appreciate that.
So before we started, these guys said they didn't watch the Cosby Show, which is kind of mind blowing to me. But Michael Jamal Warner just passed away. He played Theo. He was like the son on the show,
yeah.
basically, right? Yeah, he passed away not too long ago. The man drowned, which I
Is that
can't.
how he died?
Yeah, he drowned.
I think accidental.
They say it was accidental. He was in like Costa Rica or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know,
What everybody died from drowning and stuff?
I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy behind it because every time these celebrities die, there's someone comes up with a new conspiracy. So
Yeah.
they're saying like he was starting to expose like certain Hollywood secrets and stuff like that. So
That's crazy.
and he, you know,
I feel like that's how
accidentally.
Michael Jackson died, low key.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like
He
I
was-
feel like Michael was really, about to expose some shit.
He was about
Yeah.
to They said he was about to like buy his masters and
something like that.
something crazy where they're like, nah, we have to stop this guy. But even with Bill Cosby, that's why they started that whole scandal with Bill Cosby because they said he was about to purchase NBC or something like that.
Shit, word.
That situation was
Yeah,
sticky,
yeah.
so I don't know about
Yeah, the
Bill
Bill
Cosby.
Yeah, the Bill Cosby.
But see, even that situation, like, come on, 30, 40 years, come on, like, yo, these grannies are coming out the woodworks.
Decades,
That's what I'm saying.
Not
From
justice
the
and they just
60s,
don't wear
you're
it.
trying to attack the man for shit. You know what someone said, though? They did it in a way because they did it so it goes past the statutes of limitations. So he won't go to jail or nothing, but he's exposed, and now his name
his
reputation is
down the
dragged.
toilet.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but he's not gonna go to jail for it because it's too long.
Yeah.
They just wanted to ruin his name. So, with that being said, now Theo is gone. You know, the man drowned, and they
Holy,
say it's
that's-
some next shit.
This is bare shit going with the industry. Honestly, it's some dark shit which we can't talk about, but honestly, it's like fuck sakes, you know.
So, like, how do you feel about all that dark shit, though? Like, besides all the stuff that we can't talk about, like, would you, like, all right, let's say one of your, like, you reach out to an artist, right? Like, I don't know, a rapper or whatever, and, like, you know, you give them one of your art pieces and stuff, and you find out they're on that dark timing. Like, how would you feel about that stuff?
I mean, I kind of plan, like, mentally, like, I already know what goes in the industry, so, like, I already know what's gonna happen. But then again, it's like, all right, if I already reached there, then, you know, if they fuck with it, they fuck with it, end of the day, right? So it's like, what can I really do?
It has nothing
You know,
to really
do with me,
you,
right? So, but
Man.
Yo, Hulk Hogan died.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Hulk
for all.
Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys used to watch wrestling?
yeah, for sure. But like, now when he was like
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
come up sometimes, you know, like he's watching like Jeff Hardy, DX, like all those guys. Like Hulk Hogan will come like sometimes to show face and cut, like one of those ones, you know.
Yeah. We didn't catch his prime.
Yeah, you know. So
Yeah, a lot of people died this week, man.
Man.
It's been a sad-
Yo,
What?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
You guys never used to watch the Osbourne show?
nah,
Yo,
Man, that doesn't have
yo,
like,
that shit was hilarious
nah.
back in the days.
like I seen him. Only time I seen him once was like, what's that movie called again? Austin Powers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He did like a little cameo. He did a little cameo. Yeah, so you know.
Yo, bro, I heard this one story of him biting like a bat's head or something like that.
Yeah, but he
Yup.
probably did that.
Yeah. Nah, he was crazy still.
Yes.
Man, that whole family was lit. Yo, his wife Sharon will come out cussing in that English accent. I can't even copy it, fam. It's hilarious.
I remember like one
This
of the
shit's
like
funny.
things people used to remember is why how I used to always yell at her name, Sharon.
Sharon, yeah. But man, rest in peace to those guys, yo. It's
Apparently
crazy.
he did something that like was so he came out of like retirement or something. And he got like the band together. They did a well tour.
Yeah.
And then the man died right after the last day.
Holy
Like,
shit.
the man went out the man went out how he wanted to go out.
Yeah.
But how'd he die though?
I think health or
I think it was like old age or something. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was,
Yeah.
like,
he was old.
76 or something.
70 something. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh,
Holy
He
okay.
probably had some like health conditions or other
But
things.
bro, he
like-
used to do a lot of drugs back in the day.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
It
you-
catches up.
People were saying like they're actually surprised he lived this long.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, every perk took off like 10.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You gotta
Trust
take
me.
care of your health.
Take care of your
What?
health.
Stay in
Don't
school
do
and
that.
stop doing
Yeah,
drugs.
fuck.
Don't
Trust
do
me.
drugs, man. Stay in school.
Trust me, stay away from that shit.
Yo, speaking about that, so Reezy, I was gonna say like, with everything that you've been through right now, your whole experience, what are a couple things you would tell like your younger self? And I got a second part to that. So what would you tell your younger self?
Definitely have courage within yourself. Like, don't be afraid to back down and fight back. Because obviously, growing up, I used to get bullied a lot. But kind of maybe who I am right now, right? So that's one thing I tell my younger self is like, yo, like have courage, even though fight back. If you do lose, you still have that courage, and after courage, is that confidence. End of the day, and then you can still walk tall, and then just, I would say, once you take a step, make sure it's calculated. You know, so
No, that's powerful.
yeah.
So in terms of self-esteem, like for somebody that's lacking self-esteem, what piece of advice would you give them to develop higher self-esteem, higher confidence?
Just pray to God. Just pray to God. Like again, like all of this because of God, right? Not only me, my own strength, right? So I would say definitely just like reach out to the higher power and then just pray to Him and then just be with Him, and then over time, because no matter what, when it comes to like the works, the inner outer work starts from inner first.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn how to strengthen that first until like the other works, you know? Because like you can see someone with a lot of money or just say whatever, driving a Lamborghini, but it's like, yo, this is like what's his, you know, eternal saying, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, there's many rich people out there that are lonely because end of the day, like you need people to be happy and then wealthy as well too, you know. So
I feel like once you're happy within yourself and just you're right within your mind, like everything else follows. Like you can have $1 million, but if you're not happy within yourself, it's just like that million doesn't make you smile in the morning.
facts, that's what it is.
Facts.
Open this up, take a question from in there, and answer it.
Yeah,
So-
shake it up, shake it up.
Oh yeah, we gotta shake it up. Yeah.
We have this thing where every time we talk about a certain topic or whatnot, the person picks up a question that's related. Let's just see. Like, it's just weird. It's weird.
It literally happens all the time.
Look.
Can financial freedom truly be achieved without sacrifice personal fulfillment or happiness?
Yeah, we just talked about it. It's like, you
That is
can
crazy.
pick a next one if you want. Like, it just
It
happens.
always
It
happens.
just
Oh, wait.
happens.
Pass me the question.
Yeah, we'll take that out. See, we take these out now. Like, that's how you know we be talking some real stuff, because like, it really does capture a lot of questions.
Yo, facts, you know? Do you think esports will eventually rival traditional sports in terms of viewership or participation?
Sorry, read that again, but louder.
Okay, so do you think esports will eventually rival traditional sports in terms of viewership or participation?
I feel like you can.
Esports.
I feel like you can't take away that feel of real sports. So like, it doesn't matter if it's like esports or like man are playing FIFA or 2K. Like, people love the real, because there's real emotions when you're playing like sports, right? Like,
Yeah.
it could be unpredictable. The best player could have.
And that friendly competition.
It's that too, and
Yeah.
then maybe some rivalry, like they grew up together. You can't really force that in esports. Like, you could see it, but you can't like feel that emotion.
I mean, look at COVID.
Yeah.
Look at COVID, you know, like,
Yeah.
that was kind of fucked up. Like, everyone,
Threw everything off.
yeah, you know, so like,
Honestly, like, my opinion towards that, like, alright, I'm gonna give a little story time. So, like, having the football background and playing football, like, after I stopped playing, like, any type of medium, like, if it's like watching it, playing Madden or whatever, it didn't satisfy that craving of actually being in the field.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
going for practice, you know, being around the guys, like, it didn't have that same impact. It didn't quench that same thirst, you know. So
really?
that's how
Really? Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was in high school and I seen you and Kev, I'm like, yo, I thought you guys were, like, top dogs in, like, football. I thought you guys were gonna, like, at least go far.
So
That's what I thought. No, cause like the way you guys, you know, like the way you guys play, you know.
Yo.
Oh yeah, by the way, shout out Kevin. Shout out Main Man Frame.
What happened?
Put down the football and pick up a fight. God damn.
Oh shit.
That's the thing
Oh,
about high school,
no.
man. You still get it.
I'm
back in the
crying.
day.
bro, imagine going for my field football game.
Yo.
I broke my big toe and I was done.
Damn.
No, honestly, yo, I think to answer your question, it's more so a factor of like where we live, right? We live in Canada. There's not a lot of options in Canada to really go far in football. Like, the closest thing I had to getting a look was for track, almost.
Oh yeah, track and field.
Yeah, we're doing shot put, but yeah, football, it's very competitive too, right? And like, a lot of the guys that I even thought that were better than me that had more opportunities, they didn't really even leave the country. Like, they probably went to university and they stopped, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So, like I said, like, Canada is not one of those places that you can really take off. Like, the furthest you can probably go is the CFL. It's NFL players come here when they're like trying to
regenerate their regenerate. Yeah.
Like, right? So it's not really, like I said, a lot of opportunities. You can go to the States, but those guys are like, yo, bro, I seen like this 17-year-old that was like my size, and I'm like older now. You know what I mean? Like, when I was 17, I was like 180, light as hell. Like, these guys are like 280. Freaking 6'3", 6'4".
It's
I don't know.
some dangerous.
Something different in food over there.
Trust it.
That's
Trust
what it
it.
is.
Yeah, right. So like
Something in the water.
Trying to even get far with football over here is just not it. But it was definitely a lot of fun, you know.
For sure, definitely. Same with track and field, right?
Yeah, track was fun too, but it was more for the wrong reason.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
know.
Those track meets used to be so lit.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. I had
Facts.
to walk by like some of the stands, like it's like a fashion show.
Yo, this guy knows.
Yeah.
Man, you're trying to make sure all the shirties see you wearing the nice dripping.
Trust me.
But
Yeah.
what do you guys think about the question though?
Oh man.
The esports?
Yeah. I kind of give my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
I would say like the passion's not there, the physicality is not there, and then like the real effort's not. You're at your crib the most effort you're putting is your thumbs moving and shit. So it's not the same, you know. And then the work that goes in behind getting that good, it's not the same at all. But there's definitely a lane for it. There's definitely viewers and people that will participate in that. But overall, I don't think they would get rid of traditional sports for that. You know, if anything, they're gonna like enhance the traditional sports to keep everyone engaged. But other than that, I don't see it switching up.
Okay. So I have a question for you. So would you rather know when you die, or like
How we die? Like how?
you die? Yeah.
Yo, this is a vintage question.
Oh,
I
know
remember
when?
this, like, wow.
No.
Would you
when?
rather know when or how?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, that's the question.
Yo, I feel like I'll get some anxiety for knowing the date though.
I'll say how still.
And why?
Actually, fuck, I don't know. That's
It's
a.
an interesting question.
Oh
right?
damn. I mean,
Because it throws you off, like, regardless, right? Like,
cause like
it's gonna mess with you regardless.
end of the day, death is inevitable. You're gonna pass on, you know. But skipping cheating, death is like, fuck sakes, you know. So
You ever watch Final Destination?
yeah.
Yeah, nah, that shit fucks you up.
It's like, bro, it's like you know how you're gonna die, so you're always walking on eggshells. You're just facing anxiety.
Second guessing
Yo,
everything.
some of those mans on that movie start tweaking. It's like, yeah, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die on my own terms. And then they die like the craziest way.
I lie,
So,
like, yo, that's mad still. But to answer your question though, I'll say when. No, how? Like how? Like, you know, it's gotta be on eggshells. You know, it's not about. You know, it's like I hope to live like for at least like a minute. You know, I hope to really live to see my grandkids. Like once I do that, then all right, bet.
Yeah,
You know? That's what it is.
Okay.
So, question, like, how do you reset after a tough week?
Reset.
Yeah, like what things do you do to relax after a tough week of maybe drawing a piece or going to school or whatever the case may be that you're currently doing?
Good question, because like I was watching a video and the man's like, "Oh, yo, just search for your inner kids like field interests. So like play games or go walk, go next to the water, or whatever. Usually, what I do, like I like to read a lot, and like I like sitting by the water and just chill and just don't do nothing at all, because this is a time for you to really take a break. It's like working out. You need time to really relax and rest.
So it's more so you time.
Me time, you know, yeah. And then I try not to be on social media a lot too, because that's fucking toxic. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
you need to get your head off, you know, like worrying about other people's and stuff like that. I think even just taking a tolerance break and
For
or
sure.
like just like it's hard really because like media is everywhere, right? So like you consume it one way or another.
Even just travel. Travel's good too. You know, like even a road trip by yourself too. You know, so
Facts.
So you mentioned social media. How does that affect your mental health?
like in one way, sometimes like subconsciously, like social media, like if the way it affects my mental health is like whenever like I see someone in my age doing the things that I want to do and got it quick, like, I'll be like, damn, what am I doing wrong? You know. But at the end of the day, social media sometimes it's fake. Like, you know, like again, like
Maybe they didn't get it as quick as you think.
it's true. And plus, like you don't know like the person's like hardships and journeys, right? So that's what it is, right? And then again, I try to stay off social media by going in for like business purposes, you know. So, but definitely, I'll say like in terms of mental health, like yeah, like I'll speak for anyone too. Like again, like social media, like double-edged sword at the end of the day, right? So yeah.
Damn. Okay, I have a serious question. Would you say? Let me frame it a different way. Is cereal considered soup?
Cereal? Consider soup?
I thought the man was gonna have something serious.
Some cereal, like that was off guard.
Yo, I was choked on my water.
Yeah, I've been fucking people up with that question.
Cereal considered soup? That's a high question. That's like one of those questions you gotta get high for.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, And we look at it that way, yeah, you know, but
Right? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you look at it
See?
that way,
See?
like,
Yo,
yeah.
Nah, but
Yo.
soup has a broth, bro. I'm not letting that go. Like, what do you mean? Like,
You look at it that way, you know.
Like,
So,
soup
I'm
has a
saying,
broth, though.
but you're
Milk
adding
is not a
something to the
broth.
liquid, though. It's the same thing.
so yo, do you put your milk first or your cereal first?
Oh, shit. Nah, I put the cereal first.
I don't. You look like a guy to put your milk first. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nah, I put the cereal first.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I put my cereal first.
Yeah, because
I
if
feel
you,
like there's a common
yeah, it's
misconception of it.
yeah, some people put. I don't know. I just don't understand that.
I feel like it's too crunchy.
Yeah,
You know,
like-
I feel like if you put the milk first and you put
Yeah.
it,
yeah,
like, bro,
like
you
I kind of
defeat
enjoy
the
it.
purpose.
Like, nah. You need to pour the milk on top so it softens up. You know?
It's like well done in the steak. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a real
Damn.
question. Do you drink your milk warm?
Like milk worm.
Yeah, because I know people that actually like warm up. their
More the milk?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I mean,
I've seen
nah,
guys that do that, but me
Yeah.
personally, like,
not for,
Nah,
not for,
nah.
like I
I've
tried
seen guys do
not
that.
for cereal, but just in general. It could just be cereal. It could be anything.
like hot chocolate.
Nah. I mean, yeah,
Like an
hot chocolate's
actual
supposed
cup,
to be-
but you're like an actual cup of milk.
Yeah.
You're warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot chocolate.
No, I'm not talking not because you have to add chocolate to hot chocolate, right? I'm just saying plain milk by itself.
Plain milk and just box it like that.
Yeah, or like just in milk and cereal, not hot chocolate. Because hot chocolate it has to be hot.
That's
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has to just call it hot chocolate.
Nah, still,
But
like
then if you have the hot chocolate, right? It's like obviously you put the powder, then you put the
Yeah.
hot water, and then I put the milk last,
Yeah.
just to bring everything together, right?
yeah,
But
But I'm just talking about warm milk, hot milk. Like have you
hot,
ever-
hot.
No, like I know man that like your milk warm. Like it's weird to me. G.
Like, nah, I mean, like, nah, I mean, okay, there's cause like whenever I used to eat like a lot of milk and cookies, like yeah, like I warm it, whatever, I dip it in my milk.
so you like warm milk?
No, but like no, the milk is cold though.
the milk's
Oh,
The milk is cold, but
We're
like,
talking about man goes out their way to like heat up. the
Heat
milk.
up their milk.
Yeah.
it's
You
like-
Nah.
eat the milk and cookies, the milk's warm.
Yeah.
nah.
Nah, like, personally,
Nah,
you can't
like-
always have it hot. Like, what if you're just out and about? Like, I can't do this right now. It needs to be hot.
Like I eat the cookies and I drink milk cold.
That don't count though.
That makes more sense though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. But I'm saying like, alright, you gotta
Nah,
do
the
it.
milk. I don't know. We gotta ask some person.
Warm milk?
Yeah, to like
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
them why they do it.
Facts,
Like,
facts.
yo, it's a childhood thing.
I don't know. I
My
mean,
girlfriend did it.
I mean, like I
So
swear,
I'm
like,
doing it now. Yeah.
but does that help you go to sleep though? Like when you're a kid, I know people some do it when they're
Yeah,
kids,
I heard
right?
something like that.
You-
Like warm milk. first.
You go to
I
sleep.
get if you're a kid, but if you're a grown man, you're still doing that.
I don't know about
I mean,
that.
I
they're
don't
inner
know,
child.
I don't know.
right?
I don't know about that.
I feel this so weird.
I don't know.
Hey, maybe I'm just doing the most, but yeah, man.
Oh shoot. Okay, did you guys watch the BMF show?
The recent episode,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we all know Little Meech and shit, right?
Yeah.
Did we
Wait,
do
any
it?
spoilers?
No. I'm not even going into the show. But you see Little Meech, right?
Yeah.
Someone said it's crazy to see how he acts in the show compared to real life.
Yeah.
Because in the show, he's like, he's portraying his dad and stuff. He's supposed to be this gangster and all this. But then 2 seconds later, he's in the back of a cop car telling it all the truth, everything, without even being asked a question
So I see
So
what
it's
you're
like-
saying. He's more logical in the show than he is in real life.
in real life.
Yeah.
But he
So
has a
it's
script
like-
though, right? So like he's just going off of like what they're telling him
But
to
you
say.
still have to act
Yeah.
that way, right? Like that still has to be
Your demeanor,
right at that moment, right?
your demeanor, end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
it's like, how do you soak up all this how do you become this character on screen, but you can't like portray this character in real life?
In real life, exactly.
I mean, look at Tupac.
I was literally about to mention
Oh.
Tupac is a
Tupac.
prime example. Like people are saying after Juice, he became Bishop.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, with that, right? There's all these snitching allegations and stuff with him now, right?
His pops.
Him and his pops getting the allegations. So it's like, does that change
The
watching the show now? Like, does that change in your mind watching the show? Does it make a difference?
I mean, like for me, I don't really care. It's entertainment for me, you know. I just look as entertainment. Like would share. Like if he did it, he did it. If he didn't, he didn't.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
watch the show as entertainment. Same thing as I did before hearing all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But I like to say this before we start this segment. We do talk about a lot of bullshit, but we do talk about a lot of real shit. So let's get into it. How's your mental health?
I would say better. Yeah, better. You know.
Like, what would you say like helps you get that peace of mind within your mental health?
Just stay grounded. Again, like God, just keep on praying and just keep on just being like just having time for yourself as well too. I've been having balance, you know.
Yeah.
Having balance with yourself, your loved ones, your friends, and then just keeping that balance, and then just writing things down, and then just planning for new things, and then just work on alignment. You know. So again, when it comes to life, like life happens when you don't control things, right? But that's all life is. That's all God is challenging you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing like we gotta really see that, you know.
Yeah.
So
What would you say is a common misconception about mental health?
that if you're going through it, then it means you're weak, or some shit like that. Like
Damn.
you know,
Yeah.
like again, like especially for men nowadays, it's like people think that we gotta stay on this type of like top tier level, but at the end of the day, it's like yo, like you never know what people are going through, right? Because like, and plus like you gotta let shit out. You can't keep shit in, you know.
You can't bottle shit.
You can't bother shit in no matter what. You need to cry, then go cry, but go cry just on your own, you know, whatever.
So you don't think you should cry in front of people?
Only your homies. Only like your true dogs, you know.
So if you have a shorty, like
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
now, because we talked about
Yeah,
this too.
yeah.
Like we asked this one guest, Shy from Players Play podcast. Like,
Oh, yeah.
would you cry?
Shy, you know.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's a real guy still. But like, would you cry in front of your girl? And like, if so, like, how did the situation go? And this actually was interesting. You guys gotta go check that out if you guys ever get the chance to watch it. But yeah, basically, like, would you cry in front of your girl?
No.
Why?
It's like, even though like when your girl is like when it comes to girls, like what they say, they don't really mean it. When they say, yeah, it's okay if you cry in front of me, blah blah. But once you fully see you doing that, their perspective of shifts. You know, like again, we're human being. Like both genders cry. You know, so that's what it is. But crying in front of your girl though is like, because remember, your girl looks at you as a leader, no matter what. So that's why, like, when you cry, like, I'll say, like, yo, leave the house for, like, a couple hours, go for a drive, and then just let it all out. That's my opinion, you know, so.
I agree with crying in, like, silence and stuff. Like, crying in your own time, kind of get that, like, those feelings out. Because I feel like I remember one time I was going through a lot. I cried, and I, honest to God, I felt so blessed. Like, I don't know. It's
That's the release, though.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta release, you know?
Yeah,
So,
and I think like it's such an underrated feeling. Like I think we're taught as men not to cry, but like once you cry, yo, you feel so good. Like it's just like you said, the release. It's just like all that tension gets let out. But yeah, I do agree to some degree. You can't really cry in front of everybody. I feel like some girls, like if y'all are locked in and like it's a valid reason, you crying in front of her, I don't think that'll make her look at you as less. If it's like something like like your nail broke or something like petty, and you cry in front of her, yeah, she's obviously not gonna take you serious or look at you as a man. But like if it's like I don't know, your mom died or your family died and you cry in front of her, it's like
It's understandable.
yeah, like if she doesn't look at you, if her perception of you changes after that, it's like that's not the girl for you.
Yeah.
And
Solid.
that should be a good.
that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I was about to say that there's pros and cons to everything, right? And that the one that Sima just said was the biggest one is that if you know that you can't cry in front of this person and you thinking long term, like longevity, I'm gonna marry this person, fam, there's gonna be a moment where you cry in front of your wife.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you're telling me with the most people go till like 30 years or whatever. Like me, I'm trying to go for life. Like you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna marry you thinking that I'm expecting this to end. I'm expecting this to last.
Yeah.
Right. So if I can't cry in front of you because you might feel a way, you might get an ick. It's like, I'm glad God removed you because I've been kind of like getting into a lot of like getting back into my faith and everything like that, and God was like, if you're not willing to do it yourself, man, God gonna show you and it's gonna hurt. And it's gonna hurt so
valid.
much because you know yourself, you wouldn't have left. Something had to have shaked or something to like, you know what, like I don't think this is for you. I know how much you kind of like put into it emotionally. but it's not for you. Because if it was for you, it would have worked.
It would have worked.
It would have worked out.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a blessing in disguise to be like, and I think this is all for all young men. Like in general, like when you're studying psychotherapy, it's different, and it's like when you really understand like the dynamics that like someone was so guarded. And so and it's I feel so much empathy because it's like you had to have been like this. You went through so much in your life that you were so guarded that everything that you've compressed is slowly starting to weigh you down. And when something weighs you down, you start getting irritated, you start getting annoyed, and you're like, where is this coming from? And you never really cried, right? You never felt like someone come and hug you and be like, yo, it's okay to fall apart.
Yeah.
And I'll be here to hold you up. Some people never had that, and that's kind of tough.
It's true.
Some people, I feel like a
lot of people for sure.
Because it's not something that's common in our culture or generation. Like, that's not something we're taught. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just having a support system to that degree is very rare, I would say. Right? Like, you have those people that say, like, keep your head up and give you, like, those short words of encouragement, but it's nothing.
Hit you with the "you tough," right?
Yeah. Like, niggas die every day, like...
You tough, right?
Yeah. You'll be alright.
You be alright. Like,
yeah.
that's how we were taught to really deal with that type of stuff, but we never really had somebody say, like, yo, I got you. Like, yo, stay strong. You need somebody to talk to or vent to. Like, we don't have conversations like that, right? Which is unfortunate, but... like each one teach one, right? Like
facts.
And you said it, Reezy. Keep the right people around you. And that's really hard to do because it's like not a lot of people have that, right? Sometimes you have to curate that. It's like I think I've seen this in a John Wick movie. It was just like true friendship is tested not by like convenience. It's like when things go wrong, things go tough. That's when friendship is really at that core. It's like, yo, are you with me, or are you just like along?
Are you just there just for the benefits?
Just here for the ride. Like,
just here for the ride.
Here for the ride. Here for like whatever is here right now. But when you really are like good friends with someone and it go past it, it's like there's gonna be days where like you're flying and they're walking.
It's true,
right?
Yeah.
And you gotta go with it, right? Not
it's true.
You can't always be like, yo, I'm gonna be always like working, and you gotta always be like that, right? It's like it's really hard. That means it's like it's not unconditional. It's conditional. It's like, yo, you're only with me because you provide a service or you do something, like
Facts. We all got our own journey.
Yeah. But before we shift gears and close off, you and Delux started working together for Find Your Heart. Talk more about that experience with Delux and working with him.
Yeah, with that, like honestly, like it was a great opportunity that Delux presented me, and honestly, working with him like really taught me new things about myself. Especially like just doing the shoe workshops. Like again, like when I was a kid, like I never had that. I never had like people in our neighborhood giving us shoes and making us design our own shoes. So like I'm kind of grateful for that because like it made me kind of like give back to the community in different ways in terms of like, let's say, having the youth activating their creativity, the right side of their brain.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, right? So again, like finding your heart, that is gonna grow, right? We're gonna grow, and also we're gonna like we're basically building a community just lock in with the youth and then just trying to like help them, because not only just them making shoes, but also just tapping into their mental health, So it's deeper than that.
What I like about it too is a space for, like you said, the youth to like express their creativity, that right side of their brain, right? And like just having like programs like that is just very important because like as a kid it's like you always want to do like these fun things, but it's like where's the outlet?
There's no resources, no outlets, So that's what it is.
So yeah, it's really important. I think you're like the best person to be a part of that because of the art that you did in the community and stuff, right? And like just like your influence right now. You may not even think you have one, but you low-key do. We all have an influence, right, that we don't even see. Like Duke said, this guy that was in one of our podcast episodes, like somebody's always watching. Not everybody, but
Somebody's always watching,
Right, so, yeah.
And that's why I say too, like someone's always watching. Like that's why like I don't say don't thank me, thank God. End of the day, right? Because without him, like we'd be here right now, right? So that's what it is.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure having you. Tell the people where to find you. Tell the people what you have coming up and stuff.
So you guys can find me at IG as Reezy Nuako, and definitely support my clothing business. My brother and I's clothing business, shout out Andy, the Canvas DA Canvas CO on IG, and yeah, we're one what I'm working on right now is just illustrating my novel.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's one thing I'm working on right now. It's a hefty ride, but yeah, I'm on for the journey.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been Maybe It Gets Better podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Check us out.
5
5-star.
stars.
Yeah.
Also, we have a Patreon. As much as we don't talk about it, we have a Patreon. Like, y'all, if y'all like our episodes, y'all support. You guys, become a member and stuff. And am I forgetting anything else?
Stay tuned, man. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Man.
Stay tuned.
Subscribe.
It's gonna be one of the podcasts, the biggest podcast coming off of Jen Finch.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
All right, man.